All right, so we are back. My computer had an update, so I figured reboot that, refresh the stream. And I'm now running my computer off of an Ethernet port, so that should just be a nice solid connection with 1 gig speed. So it's 1,000 up, 1,000 down. What's up, everybody? Or whoever's watching. Only got one person at the moment. Like I said before, my computer was doing an update, so I figured I'd go ahead and reboot that and get that done and refresh the stream. Is it loud, Sean? And it actually, a lot of times on Zoom, most people can't hear it. But on StreamYard, there's really nothing I can do as far as the background noise because the StreamYard doesn't have a background cancellation feature like Zoom does. Tim said he had a couple of boards, like the silent boards, but who knows when he's going to send that package to me? And that's going to take like 2-3 weeks to get here. He's had a package that he's supposed to be sending me for like a month now and still hasn't sent it. So who knows when I'll get it. If not, I'll just end up getting my own here pretty soon if he doesn't. It's a skull. It just doesn't look like it because there's a lot of supports around it. So yeah, I know Shawnee's got it, but like I said, who knows when he'll actually send that package. I've been waiting for like a month for him to send it, so I'm hoping he does at some point. Well, hopefully it's finished before Matt's show starts because then I don't want to have it running while I'm using StreamYard. So, like I said, everybody seems to hear it on there, but on Zoom, nobody really hears it only because of that. Yeah, it just doesn't look like that because I have to like trim all the supports and everything off of it, and then it will start. You'll start to see it come into shape once I do that. But I have to wait till it's finished before I can do any of that. Let's see here. And there's the link in the chat if somebody wants to, if you guys want to pop in and hang out for a little bit. Yeah, I'm trying, dude. Everybody's sending me files and tips and hints and suggestions and all that, so it's been a big help. I know AZ's been a big help. Tim, Mike, everybody that's yeah. I mean, you even helped me on a few things too with the bed issue. I mean, I'm liking the glass bed. I know AZ and like Tim and Tim don't really like the glass beds, and I don't think Mike really likes it. But so far, I don't mind it. I find it to be okay. Like I said, if Streamyard had a noise cancellation feature like Zoom, it would be nice. That's why I only went with StreamYard only because Zoom, when I'm out and about, I can't see the chat on my phone, so it's kind of useless to me at that point. But StreamYard just doesn't have the audio and the video settings like Zoom does. Zoom has a lot of different settings and like different like side apps you can download it on it and everything else. Oh, I understand, man. You're good. I mean, I kind of see the point where people say that 3D printing is complicated, but at the same time, it's not that complicated. I mean, if you really sit down and pay attention and learn, it doesn't take much. Yeah, it's for echo and stuff, but it's mainly for your microphone. Um, but it doesn't. There's no noise cancellation. See, like in Zoom, there's actually it gives you 4 different levels of noise cancellation to the point to where I can be blowing a whistle 2 feet in front of the mic and it won't pick up the noise of the whistle. We were actually testing it one day with JD from Hanging with JD. He was actually behind the camera, and we couldn't even hear the sound of the drums. It worked so well. It's just Zoom and StreamYard both have some good features that the other doesn't have, and like I said, I much would rather have Zoom. If my biggest thing was it just when you're out and about and you're on your phone, it doesn't allow you to see the chat, which means you have to have 2 devices, and that just becomes a pain, right? Because I like to live stream while I'm out and about, like working and stuff. What's up, JRC? Like I said, Ed or I know Sean said he's busy, but if you like to pop in, you're more than welcome. The link's in the chat. What's up, Mike? Hey, Mike, if you're bored, I put the link in the chat. You can pop in if you ain't doing nothing. I'm just sitting here hanging out, chilling. Don't say his name again. He's gonna pop in. You guys know if you say what Mike's who Mike's just was talking about. You say his name 3 times, he'll pop in like fucking Beetlejuice. Don't do it. How you doing, JRC? How you been, man? Don't forget Matt's show tonight at 8 o'clock. Need to get changed, okay? Does that mean you're coming in, or you're gonna go grab a bike tonight, or a bite tonight? Are you going out to eat, or are you going to ride your bike? I don't know how you're doing that. Sipping on some honey Jim Beam. Nice, nice. Yeah, I don't know how you're. I know you want to ride the bike, but I thought your shoulder was killing you. I wouldn't think you'd want to get on that thing. Oh, Ed, it's fucking ridiculous, Ed. The heat is atrocious right now. And it's hot everywhere. Like where JD's at in Kansas, it's hot as shit. Even up there where Paul Hodges and Paul Murray are up north. I mean, it's hot for their area. They were in the high 70s today, which is warm for their area. Plus, they have a pretty decent amount of humidity. I mean, granted, it's not as bad as down here, but it's just hot everywhere. AZ and Robert Glazier. I mean, it's been getting up in the hundreds where they're at. I think Robert said the other day it was 108 there in Arizona. Okay. Yeah, it's when you're reaching up trying to grab stuff off a shelf or something. I can't wear jeans when I'm working. I like to wear khakis. They're a lot lighter and cooler. Yeah, I feel you there, Mike. Like I said, I hope everything goes good for you, man. Your surgery and all that stuff. Because I know those type of surgeries, they don't always go good, and you know, so I'm really hoping you pull through and everything goes all right for you. Those kind of surgeries can be a little tricky. I know my dad had double knee surgery where he had knee replacements, and it was rough. All right, Ed. Oh, you don't wear your Daisy Dukes on the bike, Mike? Figure you got to get some nice little airflow on the jewels there. No, Mike brought up. Mike was talking about his shoulder hurting, so I was thinking about blocking him again, JD. Is Mike getting a penis extension? I have no idea. Nah, he's having shoulder surgery, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind that. I mean, be the talk of the town, right? Riding boots. Jason. Oh my god, that's funny. That is funny. That's good though, Mike. Because down here in Florida, they don't even require you wear a helmet, and people will be riding in flip flops, shorts, and a freaking wife beater with no helmet on. I'm like, hey, you got fucking nuts on, a 1,200-pound bike, whatever the average weight of like a Harley is. And I'm like, you guys are fucking nuts. I watched a dude one day that was dressed like that, and he had his kid on the bike with no helmet or anything, and laid that bitch down. Somebody pulled out in front of him, and they went down on their side. And luckily, all he did was scrape up one of his legs, and the kid luckily wasn't hurt. But yeah, he later I saw it happen right in front of me. And you should be. I mean, that's no different than them saying, "Well, you don't have to ride with the helmet, but you got to wear a seatbelt in the car." Like, it's to me, that's the same equivalent, right? Why are people allowed to? Why are people allowed to ride a bike without a helmet, but you're going to ticket me for not wearing a seatbelt in the car? Granted, I always wear my seatbelt. I'm not one that doesn't wear mine, but still. Oh yeah, you're not required either, but you're smart, Mike, right? Like, why would you want to ride a bike without a helmet? I mean, you got to think of your family, kids, wife, right? Like, you don't want something happening to you just because you feel like you don't want to wear a helmet, right? And I don't know if I would recommend wearing a thong if you're riding. Yeah, Ed, no joke. I don't blame you, Mike. I mean, it's just being smart, right? I mean, it's just being smart wearing a helmet. Like I said, it's no different than riding in a car and not wearing your seatbelt. I mean, you're just asking to get killed at that point. Because we all know seatbelts save more lives than they kill. Yep, might as well go all out. Go ahead and wear that leather thong there, Mike. It'll protect your jewels from when you hit the road. Joan Days, what's up, man? Got 6 awesome dudes in here, except for JD's punk ass. Just kidding, JD. I love you, man. It's a skull, Drone Days. It just doesn't look like it because there's a lot of like string supports that are around it. And so when I take it off, I'll be able to like peel all that stuff off. And then the shape will come out. It's just what it did is it built up supports to support the cheeks as it was building like the cheek area out. And now that I'm thinking about it, the black looks cool, but at the same time, I think white would have showed up a little bit better on the features. But like I said, I'll know better once I get it all cleaned up and everything and get all the excess off of it. All right, Mike. We'll see you when you get back, man. Watch Mike do that and get more views than any of us that we ever did on a fucking video. That'd be my luck. So is everybody staying getting out of the heat today? Fucker, it's hot everywhere. I came home at 3 o'clock. I was working on overtime today, so I could have worked until 5 or 6, but I was ready to come home. It's Friday, hot out. I don't really want to be out more than I have to. I got all my paperwork done, so. Where are you at, Drone Days, if you don't mind me asking? That's not bad. Do you have any humidity there, or is it dry? Because I know up north by like Port Huron, where like Paul Murray and where Paul Hodges is up in Canada, it's um they have quite a bit of humidity on top of. I think they were up in the high 70s, but they had some pretty good humidity, so it kind of made up for it. You're one of the few lucky ones, man. Enjoy it, because I know it's hot in Kansas where JD's at. It's hot up north in some of the states. Down south, it's fucking brutal. And like AZ and Robert Glazier, those guys in fucking Arizona, they're getting beat too. They're getting into the hundreds. I think Robert said the other day it was 108 there where he was at. But there is definitely a difference between dry heat and humid heat. Now, me personally, I'd rather be in dry heat. I grew up in the desert, so I've really experienced both of them, and I prefer the dry heat. Humid heat's super hard to work in because it causes you to pour way more sweat, and you have constant sweat in your eyes, and it's just, oh, brutal. Yeah. I like every once in a while, Ed, when we get one of those cold fronts that comes down and it gets down in like the 70s, low 70s. Oh, those are always nice days. 'Cause that does happen every great once in a while. During the summertime, we might get a random ass cold front that comes down and cools us off for a couple days. Yeah, Chris. What's up, Chris Wedgeworth? Yep. Yeah, humidity does suck, man. You ain't joking. Like the dry heat, yeah, it has its challenges and it's tough as well. But if I had to pick one, I'd rather be in the desert than the dry heat. I'll tell you, man, you'll take a shower and 10 minutes later you'll feel like you ain't fucking showered in a week after being outside in the humidity. And that gets even worse after it rains. Like when it rains, it cools it down a little bit, but as soon as those clouds move away, man, it opens up. Man, that fucking sun just bakes that humidity, that moisture in the air. How are you doing today, Chris? Doing all right? I just got home about I don't know what time is it, 4:30. I got home about 3:20. Took a nice cool shower. Got some shorts and a t-shirt. Feeling good. Feeling good. Hopefully you can get home here in a little bit and do the same like I'm doing. Get a nice cool shower and getting some relaxing clothes and be able to kick back in the AC and watch a movie or something. Or if you're going to come hang out over at Matt's show tonight, don't forget 8 p.m. Eastern, Northeastern Productions tonight. And then if you guys want to, you guys can always come over to Paul Murray's. He usually starts in about 20 minutes or so. He goes live every day. A lot of the same guys from Matt Shoko over there. Get ready for Matt show. Yeah, he don't go on until 8 though, so I'm good. I got a little while before he goes on. I usually go on Paul's till about 6:30, 7, or around 6:30, and then I'll jump off and I'll take a little bit of a break, go lay in the bed and stretch out. I'm just hoping the skull gets done beforehand because, like I was saying earlier at the beginning of the stream, that unfortunately StreamYard doesn't have a noise canceling software like Zoom does. So a lot of times on Zoom nobody can hear my printer, but on StreamYard it's a little loud. What's up, Barry? How you doing, man? Just in here hanging out. Just got home a little bit ago. Oh, Brian's going live at 5. What, on his channel or somebody else's? Did I miss somebody? I know, I guess I didn't. Marshall, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, JD, I wish StreamYard had the noise reduction like Zoom. Remember when we were testing it on Paul's show and you were hitting the drums and that fucking whistle and we couldn't hear shit? You were sitting right in front of your mic doing it. Ooh, ordered a new smoker. Nice. It's always fun getting like a new barbecue and stuff, right? Being able to break it in. Hey, Barry, if you got stickers, I don't know if I sent them to, I don't know if Matt and Tim and AZ got any of yours, but if anybody's got stickers, you can send them to me and I will put them in some envelopes that I have for them. And every month or so, I send them an envelope with people's stickers. I was able to find the missing envelopes that went missing about 2 weeks ago. So, so that was good. I was able to get everybody's stickers that I lost. So I got them all put in one envelope for each of them. That's a skull, Barry. Like I said, if you can get them to me as soon as you can, I can get them in the envelopes, and 2 of those envelopes will be going to Australia. Be able to get your stickers over there. It wasn't my design, but yeah, it is. It was off a Thingiverse. Somebody else made it. I just used the file. Um, it'll look better once I get it off there and I'm able to clean off all the supports and everything. It'll take a better shape then. It'll look a lot better. But I'm gonna stay on here till 5, and then I'll leave the stream going. But then I'm gonna jump over to Paul's Murray's at 5 and say hi to them, see how they're doing. Yeah, it's an Ender 3 Pro V1. It wasn't. It's actually an Ender 3, but we actually opened up the Sean Edge FPV had me open the plate up in the bottom, and it turned out it actually had a better board in it than it was supposed to have. And plus, he did some. He did some. He did some software updates for me that really helped it. Everything, and then AZ, a bunch of guys helped me out with different things on it. Probably just a couple bucks, if that. The filaments were only $20 for. Here, I'll show you what a roll looks like. Like you can get a big, huge roll like this for like $20. I don't know if I can get it back without hitting the skull. It's you can get a lot of filament cheap, especially in the U.S. You can make quite a bit of stuff off one roll. I mean, you can make a lot of stuff. I mean, some stuff might only cost you, 20 cents to make it. Yeah, I mean, but I only paid $79 for this printer because I bought it off of comgrow.com, and what they do is they get open box returns from Amazon, and then they sell them for like a third of the price. Like this printer, if you bought it new, is about, I think, what, about 180, 220, somewhere in there. It kind of fluctuates. I paid $79 for it, and the only thing it was missing was this bed here, and that was it. So that was only $10 or $20 to buy the bed, and then there was probably about $30 worth of upgraded parts put on it. Some new springs and wheels. You see down here, those little wheels down here. I put some better springs on it, a new extruder, new boating tube, a brass tip, a brass nozzle on it. But for what I paid for it and the upgrades I did for it, about $100, and it's about a $220 printer. Like I said, it depends. They kind of fluctuate back and forth in price. So, like I said, filament's really not that expensive, and that skull right there maybe $2, and probably less than that. To be honest with you, I mean, I'm just kind of guessing a little high. Oh yeah, it was definitely a good deal. Like I said, it was a brand new printer. I mean, it hadn't even been put together. A lot of people are just buying these printers. They open it up and they're just like, nope, I don't want to do it. And they send it back to Amazon, and then Comgrow gets them from Amazon and just resells them as, used or refurbished, but they're really not, they're pretty much brand new drones. And now you have a possibility of getting one that somebody did already use or jacked up. But that's kind of the chance you take when you buy one of them because they just sell them as is. So. Mike Rennick, what's up, man? How you been doing today, buddy? Did you get out with your dad and go flying today? I think that's what Paul said earlier. You were going to fly with your dad today. So we got about another 8 minutes on here, and then I'll leave. Like I said, I'll leave the stream up. I'm just gonna click myself out of here, and I'll throw some music over the stream, and then I'll jump over to Paul's and say what's up to everybody over there. And I'll go over there for about an hour or so, and then I'm gonna jump off, take a little bit of a break, and then get ready for Matt's show at 8 o'clock. Jump over there with him. You just did one quick battery. What did you end up taking with you to fly? Was it the Air 2S? I think that's the one you have, right? Oh, what's up, Laura? So you finally killed David, huh? So you took over his computer? So where'd you guys end up flying at, Mike? I don't remember if Paul said where you guys were exactly going. I remember him just saying you were going with your dad somewhere to go fly. Lord. How did you know? By the city dump. Was that what you guys were trying to get shots of? Was the dump like from an aerial view, or were you just trying to like? Was there something near the dump you guys were trying to film? Was that the drone you were showing the other night, Mike? You said it had the DJI stuff in it. Oh, cool, Mike. All right. Yeah. It's always a good place to phone. Just make sure you're upwind when you fly there. For sure, for sure. Although, I've been to some dumps that don't really smell. Um, I think it all just depends on how they do it because I know some of them they're constantly burying it. And then I've been to some that are fucking nasty. But some dumps there be different parts of the dump too, right? They'll put like industrial stuff in one part. Ugh, that sounds disgusting, JD. It's mine. Bet it was Bo that chewed it up.
Because it was the left one.
Yeah, he probably chewed it up. All right. Well, nothing I can do about it.
Well, we'll get you another pair. But I'm gonna take Aubrey to my mom's to go pick up some.
Uh, you should you should go by Sarah's work, JD. Her doctor's office is right next door to a crematorium. I'm about fucking that shit stinks. I had to go to. I've been to a couple crematoriums where because obviously a lot of them use natural gas because that's like the most efficient. It's the way to do it. And I'll tell you, man, it has like a burning smell, like a barbecue, but not. it's not an appetizing barbecue smell, I could say. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if any of you guys ever been in a crematorium, but that shit stinks and it just fills your nose up. Oh. Oh, you guys should smell the damn compost dumpsters in the back of Walmarts. And they dump all their compost in there every day, like all the excess food and stuff, and they sit outside in the sun and bake. Oh my god, that shit reeks. Well, sometimes JD, the smell doesn't linger for like, you know, blocks or anything. It's usually you'll smell it really strong, like when you're within like a couple 100 feet of the crematorium. It's not like that bad, right? Where you smell it from blocks or even miles away. But yeah, there's a couple of them that, yeah, they, if you come up to some of them, they do have this just nasty, like I said, I can't really describe it. It's almost like a barbecue smell, but just gross barbecue smell. That's not like you're like ribs, you know. No, I don't have that kind of smell. It's fucking disgusting. I went to one about 2 weeks ago, and my truck smelled like it for a good couple hours after, and it was like a thick just smell in my nose for like a good 30 minutes after I left, and it was just gross. I freaking sprayed my car down, my truck down with Febreze and everything. Like I said, usually it's not something that lingers for half a mile away from the crematorium, but when you're standing right outside, yeah, you can smell it. And I think some crematoriums, I could be wrong, but I think some of them do have like filtering systems that filter it before it goes in the air, but then there's some that doesn't have that. No, trust me, JD. Trust me. No. It was not me shitting my pants in my work truck. Oh, you sick bastard. No, it wasn't my upper lip. I wash my hands when I'm done, thank you. Even when my finger goes through the toilet paper. Bits and pieces. No, it's a skull, Mike. It just doesn't look like it because there's a lot of supports around it. So, like I was telling everybody else, once I get it off the bed and I clean it up, it will have the shape of the skull. Telling you, ain't nothing worse than when you're wiping your ass and your finger goes through the toilet paper. Nothing worse than that. Hey Z, what's up? What's up, man? So I hooked my Ethernet cable because I bought two 50-foot Ethernet cables. So I can run one to that one computer and run one to my laptop because I'm going to keep it in here. And I plugged it in, and I'm getting a solid 1,000 megabits up and 1,000 megabits down. Because the one port runs it has two ports. One's supposed to be for 1 gig speed, and one's supposed to be for 2 gig speed. But if I'm not mistaken, I think my computer can do one. I don't know. I don't know if there's like a limit. But I was looking up that one computer and just kind of looking up what it was about and everything, and it said that I think it was the one guy said it had a 1 gig speed limit or something. I don't know. I said I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I got to get some wall hangers though, because I want to run those cables neatly. I don't want them just strung across the freaking floor. Right now, I just have one running in here, and it's kind of strung across the floor from the living room. And I bought 2 of them, and they're for Cat 5 and Cat 6. I can do both. Oh, you found it? Yeah. Yeah, Tim's looks too there, JRC. Well, I'll stay on until I see Paul goes live, or if one of you guys happen to notice that he goes live, just let me know. And I'll, like I said, I'll keep the stream going. I'll just jump off of here, and I'm going to jump over there and say hi to everybody. Robert, what's up, man? But like I said, the ones I ordered, Ethernet cables are actually pretty fucking cheap on Amazon. I couldn't believe how cheap they were. I ordered 2 of them, and they were only like I think $12 for both of them. And they had high ratings, and like I said, they were. They said they could do Cat 5 and Cat 6. But after I plugged it in, I ran a thing through my computer, and it said that I was getting 1,000 megabits up and down. So I'm getting a nice, solid, even connection. So that's good. Honestly, I don't need more than that anyway. That's fucking fast. So. Let me see here. Oh, Paul is live now, so I'll put the link in the chat, and then if you guys want to jump over there, you can. Oh, shit. My phone, no, stop. So, let me go through here. So, if you guys like, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna keep the stream going, but I'm just gonna jump off of my stream. I'm gonna jump over to Paul's, but there's the link in the chat if you guys would like to come over and hang out for a little bit. But I will see you guys over there. I'm gonna hang out over there for about an hour or so, and then I'm gonna jump off. And like I said, don't forget Matt shows tonight at 8:00, Northeast Drone Productions, and I will see you guys over there this evening as well. So we'll see you guys later. Bye.